Alrighty guys, well, as you can see, things have changed, so we're going to have a complete reboot here. Complete reboot of what's going on with Fire in the Lake. Just for you guys out there. So as you can see, I've now switched it back over to board and dice and cards. And we're going to try and do it this way for you guys. We're going to set up the long campaign. I'm not sure that we will finish this long campaign, but I wanted to get... The reason I did this, well, I was trying to play a little bit offline and think about how to use the AI bots and everything, and trying to learn the game and the mechanics for all the different factions and everything solo. It's kind of hard, to be honest. So I decided, well, for our first playthrough of this, we're just going to play it normal, where each turn I will just do the best I can for each of the factions. And that way I can kind of learn a little bit how things operate, what areas are good, not good, bad, whatever. And then, if need be, we can go back and redo, start over, and try it the normal way. So I've got the 6 coup cards, which I am randomly shuffling up here. And what I'm going to do is just set these aside, and I've been shuffling the hell out of this deck. As you can probably tell, it's been shuffled pretty well. And what we're going to do is finalize our setup here, and we're going to get right into the action. So this is the long setup. Like I said, it's just a little hard trying to learn the bot system and learn the game and play every faction. So I just thought this would be a little easier. So we're going to start up, and we are going to... Hey Peter, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So we're going to just start from scratch again. I'll probably delete the other video. And we'll just go forward from this. So we're going to need 6 piles. 6, 3, 4, 2, 3. Whoa, come here, you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, and the other 48 cards, you can see there's quite a bit. These all go back in the box, so you can see you're gonna have quite a different game every time you play. Now I'm going to take the 6 coup cards, and I'm going to take and shuffle them up, and I'm going to take one of these cards, and I'm going to set it aside, and I'll show you why. The other 5 I'm going to put in pile 1, or pile 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in pile 6, Hope you had a good time off. Just found out tomorrow is a stat holiday, so no work for me. Oh, too hot to do anything outside, so I'll be able to do some model building and gaming. Nice. So somewhere in these 12 cards will be our coup card. And we're going to put that at the bottom. And do the same thing, oops, with these 12 cards. All right. And then these 12 cards, somewhere in there will be one of the coup cards. All right, and then this one here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. All right. Shuffle these up, make them random. All right, these go on top of that. And then our second to last pile, again, has the coup card on top. And then we're going to just randomly shuffle that in somewhere in the deck. And the reason I do this is because the first pile, I don't want to have the coup card in the top 4 cards. So what I'm going to do is, all right, so that's all shuffled up. So I got 12 cards here, and I got my coup card there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm just going to shuffle these up. And I'm just going to take 4 cards off the top, set these aside. I'm going to take my coup card, and I'm just going to randomly shuffle it in. So it will not be one of the first 4 cards. We know that. It can be anywhere else in there, but it won't be one of the top 4 because I don't want to start the game and immediately have a coup, which I've done on Vassal when I was doing some testing and stuff, and it just kind of like, ugh. Like really, right off the bat? Like that's kind of dumb. So somewhere in here, and then we're going to take our top 4 cards, we're going to randomly shuffle these up and put these on top, and our deck is done. Now that last little part is my thing. There's nothing in the rules about that, but I just don't like to have the coup card that high on top. All right, I can adjust you guys a little bit up when we're doing action kind of up here at the top and kind of a little bit down if there's a lot of action going on here at the bottom. But I'll try to keep you mostly kind of in the middle if I can, where you can see the little pieces. This is for these guys here. And what I'm going to do is probably just use this section of the map for the cards. All right, we got our tokens. We got all the pieces on the board. We got all the different states of the money and resources and all that stuff around the outside edge. Again, sometimes you can't see it unless it's way up there, but the only way to do that is to move this camera way back, and I didn't think you guys wanted to see it all the way back there, so just can't quite get everything in because it's so big. So anywho, as you might have heard, I'm going to go through this kind of one more time. The reason I'm resetting and redoing everything is because I just felt like trying to learn the bot system, learn the game, understand what the different factions are trying to do, and blah, blah, blah. It was just getting too much. And to be honest, every time I start a coin game, I always try to use the bots, and then I have problems with the bots, and then I just switch over to this mode anyways, which seems to work better for me for solo. So that's what we're going to do. And hopefully, if you guys enjoyed this, let me know. Leave a comment, leave a thought, leave a thumbs up, whatever. Let's get into it and draw a card. All right, so we have this card right here. That is Orsanki card. It is a momentum card for the MVA, which MVA actually gets to go first. We'll look at that. And then the card coming up will be Chao and Lao. Oh, the MVA gets to go again first. So he's going to get choice of which one he wants to do. Let's take a look at both of these cards because, like I said, the MVA. All right, so if he passes on the first card, or Orskani, the non-shaded is Alpha Strike on North Vietnam. Remove any 4 pieces from North Vietnam, or once there are none, Laos. So remove any 4 pieces from North Vietnam, or once none, Laos. And then degrade the trail box 2 boxes. The trail actually starts at 1, so degrading it's only going to take it down 1 spot. The shaded is Explosions on CV-34. Available U.S. troops out of play through next coup. No degrading of the trail. This is a momentum card. So the MVA can basically say you are not going to degrade the trail at all through the next coup, and one available U.S. troop out of play. One available U.S. troop out of play. Through next coup, no degradation of the trail is a momentum. All right, so that is the current event. The upcoming event is Chao and Lao. The non-shaded is MVA resources -10, and NVA must remove a die roll of troops. Well, right now they don't have any troops on there, but -10 to resources would bring them to 0 because they only start at 10. If the shaded event is the Chinese boost aid in the north, MVA adds +10 resources, and the VC add trail value in resources. So the VC would get 1 and the MVA would get 10, which is huge. The MVA always has problem with resources, so they can pass, and they would be first on this event. They're not too worried. This momentum event could be good, could be bad. Right now the trail is really low, so if they had like a 3 or 4, it might be, and we just started a new era, it might be worth playing this. So the MVA is going to choose to pass. So, they get +1 resource for passing, so they're up to 11. The reason they want to do this, just some thoughts and strategies, right? So if they take this event or they do something, then the next players up can give them minus 10 resources, which will basically break the bank for them and they won't be able to do anything. So they are willing to pass up this to get this event. And so, yep, so they're going to pass. Which means it's now up to the U.S. player. So the U.S. remove any 4 pieces from North Vietnam. Orskani. Remove any 4 pieces from North Vietnam or once none Laos, and degrade the trail box 2 spots. Well, they could take it down to 0 and remove up to 4 pieces in North Vietnam. Well, of course, what we have to do is get out our little cheat sheets here. Where are our little cheat sheets here? Let's see what this has to say. This is event number 39. There is no special information about this. All right. So what I like to do is look at this book here, the playbook, because it gives you kind of some better detailed information about it. Number 39. Let's read up about number 39 and give everyone some information. Alpha strike on North Vietnam. Remove any 4 pieces from North Vietnam, or once there are none, Laos, degrade the trail box 2 boxes. One available troop out of plan. Tips. Pieces include untunneled bases as well as troops and guerrillas. The U.S. troops go out of play immediately. The ban on degrade the trail lasts through the end of the next coup round. The U.S. Navy continuously operated carrier task forces from Yankee stations whose mission was to provide air support to MACVs and Rolling Thunder. Although the North did not have a blue water navy to contest these operations, they were not without incident. On October 26, 1966, a fire erupted on the USS Orskani that took the lives of 44 seamen and pilots. So that's what this card is representing here. Remove any 4 pieces. Okay, so the U.S., if they choose this, can remove any 4 pieces from North Vietnam. I just want to see. There's like a definition. I want to just look at the definition, because sometimes these cards break the rules, and I just want to make sure. Remove, take from map, forces to available casualties or out of play as specified. 141333. I'm just wanting to make sure. Okay, I just, like I said, I like to make sure. Yeah, all right. So we're just going to follow the instructions if the U.S. decides to do this. And in this case, remove any 4 pieces. So like 1, 2, 3, they could remove this whole area. They could remove units 1, 2, 3 there. Which would remove a base from the Viet Cong. There is, and it has to be in North Vietnam. So North Vietnam is all of this territory here. This here is this is Laos up here, these 2 territories, and then Cambodia is, I believe, these last 4 areas over there. So you got Cambodia, Laos, you have North Vietnam, and then all this is South Vietnam, I believe. So yeah, I think the U.S. is going to go ahead and play the event. I think they're moving 4 pieces and degrading the trail 2 spots. They can only take it down 1, so they're going to take it down 1, and they're going to remove 4 pieces. So it can be NVA, it can be, it doesn't say, it just says remove any 4 pieces. So it can be their own units if they wanted. But I think the U.S. is in with them there and with them there. They don't have to necessarily be in there, but I'm just thinking they could take control of these areas if they did that. And, you know, to assault, sweep and assault in the mountains is pretty hard. So they could take 2 and 2 and leave those bases undefended. Next on this is actually going to be the VC. So the VC will get to go next. Now I need to see, there's a little rifle on that. What does the little rifle mean? God bless it. Does that mean like it's mission critical? What does the little rifle underneath mean? The map. I think there's like a little diagram of it somewhere. Let's see if we can find that little somewhere. Rifle. Do not play event. Okay. So if there's a little rifle, the VC would not play an event anyways. We would make the choice, but the rifle is going to tell us they probably wouldn't want to play it anyways. So all right, so yeah, the U.S. for did we want to? We could take out like guerrillas and guerrillas, guerrillas and guerrillas. I think, you know what? This is a This is a more important area, so we are going to remove those 2 guys and the base, and that's 3. Which means the coin would take control of this territory. So that's 2 points for coin control. So they get 1 more. I think they're going to take this guy there. You have to take the guerrillas before you take the bases. So you can't just grab the bases. So that sucks. All right. So that's that. And they degraded the trail. So they're done. So now we're going to switch. We're on to the VC. So it's VC. They're not very happy about what just happened. They can take a op and a special activity. or they can pass. But if they pass, they're not going to get to do anything in the next guard, so they have to, well, I mean, they don't have to, but it's dumb for them to pass here because they're not going to get to use this guard either. So they might as well go ahead and do an activity and a special action. So let's look at the old VC. Viet Cong. Oh, Kong. Oh. All right, so they can rally. So they can place VC gorillas or replace 2 with a base. If there's a base there, they can instead place VC gorillas up to the population plus VC bases. Or flip any VC gorillas there underground. Okay. They can march, which is going to move their forces. I think they just need to get more forces on the map. So they are going to rally. So let's see how many spaces they want to rally in. So that was important to take these guys out of that spot because that was worth more points. And opposition plus bases. So they lost a base, so they're going to go down to 26. Almost forgot that. All right, let's zoom you guys up a little bit, maybe. There we go. So they can march, move guys around. They can attack enemies. Not until they get a whole bunch more units. So where are they going to go? So that's what we were doing. Is we were going to rally there. We're going to rally there. Each spot costs 1 resource. They only have 5 resources. Only 5 resources. We're going to go there. And here. So that's going to be 4 areas. So we're going to get down to 1 resource there. All right, so place VC gorillas up to the population plus bases. So population 2 plus 1 base is 3, so they can put 3 guys there. 1, 2, 3. Here is 1 and 1 is 2, so they can put 2 guys there. 1 and 1 is 2, so they can put 2 bases there. 2 plus 1 is 3, so they can put 3 guys there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. Wait, I think I messed up. I think I put 2 guys here, which I shouldn't have. Because I didn't put a pawn there. So 2 plus 1 is 3 over there. So we're going to bring in 3 guys over there. All right, and their special activity with the rally is going to be they can either subvert or tax. Econ, okay. Activate a gorilla, shift 1 level towards active support. Which is, let's see, up to 4 spaces with an underground VC gorilla and no coin control. So this is already maxed out. This is already maxed out. This is already maxed out. This is maxed out. This is maxed out. Here. So, and they can do this up to 4 spaces. So they can do it here because there's no coin. Hang on a second. Is there coin control? There is coin control there. So I cannot do it there. So that is another coin plus patronage is up to 38 there now. Right, because we took the 3 off of here and 1 there. Which means we have 3 pieces. They only have 2, so... So, in that case, they would have probably done this spot as well. So that's another resource. So they're down to 0. But it would have earned them 2. Which means coin would have not got that. And then that goes back down. All right. Tax. Up to 4 spaces. Without coin control. So that's going to be 1. Let's see. They would like to do it where their opposition, okay, definitely up there. I guess here and I guess here. All right, each space, activate a VC gorilla, shift 1 level towards active support, and add VC resources equal to econ or twice the population. So, activate a gorilla, that's 2 resources. Activate a gorilla, that's 4 resources. Activate a gorilla, 6 resources. Activate a gorilla. Oh, nope. Actually, they will move this over here. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 2, 4. This is 4 is 8. And this is 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're going to go from 0 up to 12 resources. They do have to expose some of their dudes. But I think they're happy with that. I'm kind of happy with it. What do you guys think? Did I do that okay? Would you have done something differently? Let me know in the comments section down below if you're watching this afterwards. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. They are done, so they did that. So we just simply slide these guys over. He got his resource. He should go up 1. And now we go on to the next cards. So Chow En Lao is up, and the new card, Major Westmoreland is coming out with the VC, the US, then the NVA, and the ARVN coming up. So, well, we know what's going to happen. The NVA is going to take the card because they get to add 10 resources. So they are at 11. They're going to go to 21 resources. And most everything the NVA does is 1 resource per space. So now they've got they can spend lots of resources getting and doing things. If they would have passed, they would be minus 10 resources. They were at 11, they would have 1 resource. So you can see a big difference there. All right, so they're definitely taking the event. Oh, and the VC add the trail value to the resources. Well, the trail value right now is at 0. So they get nothing. All right, so that means it's up to the ARVN. Now, again, they're in the same position where if they don't do something on this card and they wait, they're going to screw themselves because they go last on the next card. So they have to do something. So they're going to take an op and a special operation. Operation and special activity. Sorry. So let's see what the Republic of Vietnam can do. They can train, which is going to bring in more units and try to get support for them. They can patrol, which is moving on the lines of communication or moving into other territories. They can sweep. I think they're going to train. Right now, they don't have a lot of units on the map either, so they're going to train. So let's just, I mean, kind of in the beginning, especially when you play like the longer game or the middle game, you don't have as many units on the map to start the thing. So they're going to train, and it's going to be a city or province without NVA control. So anywhere there's no NVA control, such as this, like that, or this, or that. So anywhere where there's no NVA control. 3 resources per space. So, if it's a city, or if there's a US or an ARVN base. So if it's a city location, or one of their bases, or a US base, they may place 1 to 2 rangers. Rangers, I believe, are they look like is guerrillas, but I think these are considered rangers. Or up to 6 ARVN cubes. And then, in one of your spaces you train in, you can in one train space, you can replace 3 cubes with a base. If they have troops, police, and coin control, then they can try to pacify it 1 to 2 levels, which costs resources as well. But they need police, they need troops, and they need ARVN troop, police, and coin control. So they need coin control, a troop, and police, and they can try to make it better. All right, 3 resources. They start with 30, but it costs usually them 3 resources to do things. They can get a leader out that does actually cost them 4 resources, which is a bad leader. So let's see where they want to go. Again, it's any city or province without NVA control. Well, all right, let's see where we want to go with this. So they have police here, and they have police here, but they don't have any troops. So we can bring in up to 6 ARVN cubes. It just says cubes, so I'm assuming we can bring in police or troops. Am I correct on that? Oh, if it's a city or there's a US or ARVN base, you can place 1 to 2 rangers or up to 6 ARVN cubes. So only where there's a base. Okay. So there's a US base there or a city. I'm not liking how much is up here. I might need to bring some guys in there. This is always such a tough decision, right? To bring it more guys here so they can start spreading out. So that is 369 resources right now. Let's see what special op we can do so we can see what we can do with this. If there's ARVN troop, police, and coin control, such as this, we could try to pacify it. Alright, for every 3 resources spent, you remove any terror marker from a space. Once there's no terror, you can shift 1 level towards active support, up to 2 levels per space. So we can turn this from passive support to what's it called? Active support, right? And it'd be worth 2 times 6, so it's worth an extra 6 points. So which one goes with the train? We can govern 1 or 2 coin-controlled spaces with support and not Saigon, nor an area selected for training. So 1 or 2 coin-controlled spaces without support. It can't be selected for training, and it can't be Saigon. What do we get to do there? Each space, add 3 times population to aid, or if more ARVN cubes than US cubes, transfer 1 times the population from aid to patronage and shift 1 level towards neutral. All right. So we got 1 space, 2 space, 3 spaces. I think that's good. Let's do that. 9. So it's going to take it down to 21. Same amount as the NVA. Wow. All right. Place 1 to 2 Rangers or up to 6 ARVN cubes. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because there is a base there. We're going to put 6 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to take 2 troops out of that one. And I'll put troops and 4 troops and 2 police there. I am going to check on the police. It just says cubes, but for some reason, when I played the other games in the series, it was always hard to get these police out. So I just want to double check and make sure that when they do a that's special activities. When they do a train, oh, it does say any combination of troops and police right there. Okay, just wanted to double check. Just want to make sure. All right. So, let's see what we got here. So we put 6 there. We put 4 there. And we're going to bring some more troops and some more police up here. Do they want to bring up some more police? Yeah, why not? Sure. I'll bring them up. That's fine. Okay, so that was the 9 points we spent. Now, if ARVN, troops, police, and coin control, we can pacify at 1 to 2 levels, which we will do. There is troops, there's coin control, there's troops and police, and they're all ARVN, so we can pacify it And we're going to take that times 2. It's going to cost us 3 more resources. Come here, you. 1, 2, 3, down to 18. But that is worth 6. They're up to 43 already. No. Wait a minute. Can they do that in Saigon? Yes, that's not the special operation they can. Right. Okay, so they're up to 43 already. So this is times 2 because it went up by 6 points. That is pretty huge. Okay. Troops, police, and coin control. They actually own this territory now because there is 6, 7, 8, 9 versus whatever. So coin control. So that's going to go up another 1. They're up to 44. They only need to get to 51. Whew. Okay, now govern or transport. They could do that, or they can't do raid because they did a train. I think we're going to do govern. All right, each 1 or 2 coin control spaces with support and not Saigon nor selected for training. So 1 or 2. So we know it's either 1 or 2. Each space, we're going to add 3 times the population. We're going to add that value to aid. Or, if there are more ARVN cubes than US cubes, you can transfer 1 times the population. So let's say we did it here. Nope, can't do it there because there's more US. Here, we could do it here. Because you have coin control. Oh, with support. Yes, with passive support. Okay. And not Saigon and not selected. So we could do this. This area, and we could transfer 1 times the population, so 2. We could transfer 2 from our population from aid to patronage. So right now our aid is at 15. We could take that down to 13. And add it to patronage, which would take that up to 17. So our aid level goes down, but our patrons goes up. And that means this would go up another 2 points to 46. So 3 times population. So let's see if we can find a really good high level population. Here. 1 or 2 coin. Oh, no. This is currently neutral, so we can't do it there. That is neutral. We need to have support. So there's a 1 there. There's a 1 there. We selected that for training, so can't do it. There is a 1 there. There's a 1 here. A 1 here. A 2. A 1. A 1. So I guess it's going to be 1. Alright, so we'll do that there. And we're going to multiply 3 times the population. 3 times 1 is 3. We have control and support. There are more ARVN troops than US there. And we get to add 3 times the population to add. So 3 times 1 is 3. So we get to go back and add 3 to our aid. 1, 2, 3. So that is now up to 16. Our patronage is at 17. Our resources are at 18. No. Wait, yes. I think I did take that down. Yes, we did 9 and then 1 level there. And that's all free. And they are good. Boom, done. Woo, I think ARVN's going to win right now. My goodness gracious. That's crazy. They're up to 46. They only need to get to 51. All right, so that is completion here. These guys become active. These guys go inactive. Our next card is Westmoreland. And then card coming up, dun 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 dun, is boom. MACV, Military Assistance Command. Let's see what this has to say. It goes to the ARVN player first, then the US, and then the other guys don't want this. So it must be pretty good for the US side. Either the US or ARVN or NVA, then the VC, may execute any one free special activity. Factions executing event will stay eligible for the next event. All right. So right now we have the US and the VC in the box. VC get first shot at the event. Let's see what it is. So this is Big Unit War Bypasses Population. This is the shaded event. Shift 3 provinces with no police, each 2 levels towards active opposition. They might need to do that because right now, actually, that's right. They only adjust not on the support. I think I messed that up. They only adjust when the coin gets control of territories. Huh. Well, let's calculate it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. Right. 12 and 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, plus their patronage. 17, 27, 17, 27, 37, 38, 39. They should only be at 39. Support is what adjusts when we do this, and that is the US one. So when they activated this to go up, the US should have went up. So let's see the support. Sorry, I messed this all up. What can I say? So support is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's start down at the bottom. It'll be easier. This is 12 because it's 2 times 6 is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. So they should be at 20 and 21 should be 41. Let me just count it again. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 plus, so they should be at 42. There we go. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I got 20 again. What the hell? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, how did I get 15? Good Lord! That is 6 times 2 is 12. That is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, so they should be at 42. Good Lord, where did you go? Adding is hard. All right, let's boom you up a little bit. There you go. All right, back to what we were doing now. So we can shift 3 provinces with no police, each 2 levels towards active opposition, which without, so this one has police, this 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 has police, 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 police. So that is not going to do them a bit of good. All the areas that have support, please, 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 yeah. So that's not going to do them a bit of good. So the question is, do the VC want to prevent the next faction from activating, which would be the United States? They would do US gets a free airlift, then a sweep with no moves, or assaults with no ARVN in 2 spaces, then airstrikes. So they get a free airlift, then they can either sweep or assault in 2 spaces, then get a free airstrike. I think they're going to take a op only and prevent the U.S. from doing that. That doesn't sound very good at all. They would really like to play this event, but the police are... The ARVN really got their police out in force. Police there, here, 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 yeah. So nowhere they have support, so they can't adjust it. Which would have been great, but they can't do it. So they're going to do just an operation. Let's see what the VC have in store. Rally to bring more guys on. They can march. So they can move VC guerrillas into adjacent spaces. If destination is a line of communication or support, and if moving guerrillas plus the US and ARVN cubes and SF there exceed 3, activate the moving guerrillas. So it costs 1 resource per non-line of communication destination. They could rally to get some more bases on because they've got a lot more units out there now. I think they're doing a op only, so they're going to rally. They have some resources there, so they can't spend a ton, but they're going to rally here. Or do they want to march and start getting on some of these LOCs all over the place? There's 15 points worth of LOCs. They can get some more bases out there, though. That would help. This is going to be a danger zone there. They can go there. Ooh. One, two, three, four. So they're going to go in 4 areas. So they have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. No. Stop. They only have 3 bases left. There. Okay. So, rally, they're going to take 2 of these guys, put a base. They're going to take 2 of these guys, oops, put a base. So that's those 2. We'll come back to that one. We're going to take these 2 guys, put a base. And then here it is going to be guerrillas, population plus bases. So they can put, oops, they can put 2 guys here. So they are going to bring 2 guys back in there. That again is 1, 2, 3, 4 resources, which takes them down to 8. And they're done. Okay. So the VC got, how many bases they put out? They put out 3 bases. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's the one good part. Hey, from Perth, Australia. You love my APA videos. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Pastor of Muffets. Great name. So welcome, Australia. Love to have you guys come visit. So that's always good to hear. Thank you. All right. So that was there. So the U.S. can now either do a limited operation or they can wait till the next card. The next card would be the ARVN gets to go first, followed by the U.S. Either U.S., then ARVN, or NVA, then VC. Each execute 1 free special activity. Faction stays eligible. Well, I think they will take a limited op. Well, if they pass, they would be second there, which means if the ARVN don't take the event, then the U.S. could take the event. And it really depends on what the next card is, whether or not they choose to do that. You know what? Let's just take a limited activity. Limited activity for the United States. They can train, they can patrol, they can sweep, they can assault. So with cities or provinces with U.S. pieces, it costs 3 resources per space. When the ARVN are placed, you can place 1 to 2 irregulars, or if there's U.S. base, 1 to 2 rangers, and up to 6 ARVN cubes, but that costs 3 resources. Then in up to 1 coin-controlled training space, you can pay to pacify it, 1 or 2 levels. And if Saigon, up to 3 patronage to ARVN resources. I believe the U.S. little troop things are called irregulars, right? Okay, so their little gorilla-looking things are irregulars, or they're not rangers. So they have 3 of them. They can go into 3 areas. Cities and provinces with U.S. pieces. Well, we want to start. We're going to go there. That's not a great choice because they only have 2 cubes left. They have, as you can see, a whole bunch of stuff and out of play. They basically get all this stuff when they do their Vietnamese, yeah, that word right there, that big long one, yeah, that one. Okay, where they can patrol. Oh, you know what? This is a limited op. So they can only do it in 1 spot anyways. You know what they might want to do is just try to kill this guy right there. Assault. Each space, remove 1 active enemy piece. NVA troops, then guerrillas, bases last. For each U.S. troop cube. 2 for 1 if U.S. base there. They can only activate. So I could use this unit to, or this troop there to assault. Remove 1 active enemy piece for each U.S. troop cube, or 2 enemy pieces for 1 cube if there's a U.S. beast there. But there's only 1 active, so it didn't matter. We could go in there. Now we'll just go ahead and activate and kill off this guy. kind of a waste. But they do have a limited operation, so there's not a lot for them to be able to do, to be honest. Limited operation, you can only do one spot. This is actually a mountain, though. Or 1 for every 2 if Highland without a US base. Okay, because there's a US base, we still get the 1-to-1. But if we were in the Highlands without a base, then it would be, we would need 2 cubes to kill 1 unit in the Highlands. Alright. So that is the end of that card. These guys come back over here. These guys slide over here. And we have the MACV, Military Assistance Command. The ARVN are up first. They can execute 1 free special activity. And they would stay eligible. Or they can choose not to do it. And let's see who's up first next. Viet Cong are up. We got the Masher White Wing. VC or MVA. Free march guerrillas to any 3 spaces. Then free ambushes in each, even if active. Ooh. That could be good. Alright, so right now we have the well, if they choose not to do that, then the Viet Cong, or the North Vietnamese, we get a chance to do that. You get to stay active, but the problem is for the ARVN is they're 3rd next. So they're not going to get to see. They're not going to get to see anything. And they're not going to get to do anything in the next card anyways. Oh, this is interesting. I might need to look this card up. Because it looks like if the ARVN take this, it says either US then ARVN or the MVA then VC each executes 1 free special activity. So it looks like if the ARVN take this, the US get a special activity and then the ARVN get a special activity. And then the ARVN would get to stay eligible for the next card. If they choose not to do it, then the NVA and then the VC would get to execute 1 free special activity. That's interesting. I think they're going to take that. So each of them get to perform a special activity. Starting with the U.S. U.S. first, so the U.S. can advise airlift or airstrike. Hey, X-Piece, how you doing? One of my favorite coin games ever. Thank you. You're welcome. So if they airstrike 1 to 6 spaces with coin pieces, roll a die as desired. Degrade the trail 1 box max for 2 hits, and or remove 1 active enemy piece for 1 hit. And then you shift each space 1 level towards active opposition because they don't like you bombing things. Airlift. Redistribute any U.S. troops and up to 4 irregulars, rangers, and ARVN troops among the selected spaces. So 4 spaces you can... so this is interesting. Right? Because the United States gets to go, and then the Republic of Vietnam gets to go. Huh. The U.S. and the U.S. player and the ARVN player can work together because the U.S. player can airlift units, and then the ARVN player could then raid and remove enemy units there. Activate an underground ranger there to remove 2 enemy pieces. The U.S. player could airlift, redistribute any U.S. troops and up to 4 irregulars, rangers, or ARVN troops among the selected spaces. So they can airlift them. Ah! What's this? Oh no! What's this fell? What is this? Oh, this is support and available. Oh God. So there's 21. I think we decided it was 42, right? Gotta make sure I don't lean my arm on the table anymore. All right, so any 4 spaces. They can select 4 spaces, and when they raid, each space move in any adjacent rangers desired. Then, if desired, any 1 or 2 spaces, they can activate any underground ranger there to remove 2 enemy pieces. Well, this could do a number on the enemy for sure, for sure. Ooh, you know what? They don't have but 1 stupid ranger on the board. If they had more rangers on the board, this could be deadly. Absolutely deadly, but they only have 1 ranger. Well, now I got to rethink this because maybe the U.S. airstrikes. They can only remove active pieces. So they only got a couple active pieces. And the trail level is at 0 still, so that's not great either. Still may be worth it. All right, so we got to roll a die. Yeah, the U.S. is going to use their airstrike. Why not? So, yep, they're going to take the event. So we got the U.S., then the ARVN will each execute 1 free special activity. So, yellow. Player gets to roll the dice. I think in many ways the US is the hardest to play. So far they seem to be a little confusing, that is for sure. So they're going to roll a die. 6, wow. Alright, so they're going to attack this area for 1 to remove this guy. This would go up, but it's already at max. This spot for 1, so that's 2. And unfortunately, that's all they can do. They can't remove the trail down any lower, and there's no more active pieces. So they got rid of a couple. Now, the ARVN player, what are they going to do? They are going to either govern, transport, 1 or 2 coin control spaces with support, and not Saigon nor. All right, so what they're going to do is, give me these. Oops, come here, you. They're going to choose this area again, and so 1 or 2 coin controlled spaces with support, and not Saigon and not selected for training. So that is going to be the 2 most expensive territories they can do, which is going to be that one and this one. Nope, because they don't have support there. They have to have support. All right, so support 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Can't be Saigon, so it's going to be 2 and a 1. That's fine. All right. So it's 3 times population. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. So 6 and 3 is 9. They're going to add 9 to their aid. That's going to take it up to 25. And that seems like a really good option because when we do the thing, they will remain eligible through the next round. That means finally NVA gets to do something. It's been a while since we've seen the NVA. It's been a long time since so they can actually see what they can do here. So they're going to get a full. They have not. They're going to have to rally for sure because they played one event to get a bunch of resources, but since then they haven't been able to do anything. This is only the second time they did anything in the game. All right, so they're definitely going to rally. So any province or city without support costs 1 resource per space plus 2 to improve the trail. We get to place guerrillas or replace 2 with a base. If there's already a base there, we can place NVA guerrillas up to the trail value plus the bases. Then, if desired, pay 2 resources to improve the trail box by 1. I mean, sure, they would love to move that up. But sooner or later, we're going to get we're already at 5 cards. So we're probably halfway through the first 12. So we're going to get a coup. And the coup will automatically move it to 1 if it's on 0. And if it's on 4, it'll automatically move it to 3. So, But they got plenty of resources. So, let's see where they're going to go. They're going to go everywhere I think they can. 1, 2, 3. They got a ton of guys. 4. And place a guerrilla. They can go anywhere without support. Which means they could start getting in this city here and this city here. Let's see, this is a rally. Or they can bombard. Location 1 or 2 spaces, each with at least 3 U.S. and or ARVN troops, or a U.S. ARVN base with at least 3 NVA troops. Yeah, we got to get some troops on the board, right? Right, so we're going to rally and probably infiltrate. So, rally. 1 resource for space. They might want to just, I mean, they got a ton of resources. They might want to just start going everywhere. There's no support. Like down here might be a great example, right? Because there's only MVA there. It's worth 2 points. So I am gonna. I guess there's no limit to the amount of. So I'll use dice as well. So they're gonna go there as well. Anywhere there's no support, they can go. They can go here. That's where zeros. That's nothing. There's no support there, actually. They can only put 1 guy in these spaces, but they got... Well, actually, they only have 2, 4, 6, 8 guerrilla units. That is going to be a problem, isn't it? So, what is the most important part? They're only going to have 8 guys to bring on the board. We do want to get some more bases out, so yeah, we're going to take these dice off. We can put 2. No. Because this is a 0, that sucks. They're going to put 1 guy here. 1 guy here, 1 guy here, yeah, they're only going to put 1 guy out in each, yeah, so they might as well. All right. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 resources. They have 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 13. They're actually going to only get to put 1 in each of these territories. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Come here, you. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Oh, this one is nothing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Bummer. All right. Now what do they get to do? They get to do something. Infiltrate. 1 or 2 spaces with ARVN bases. Place MVA troops up to... and we're going to spend 2 resources. 1, 2. To increase this up to level 1. That was our rally. Now we're going to infiltrate. So if there's a base, we can place troops up to the trail value plus the number of bases. So this is 1 plus 1 is 2. So we can put 2 guys there. We can only do it in 2 spaces. 1 or 2 spaces. So we're going to do 1 here on the north. And 1 here on the south. And it'll be it. Bummer. All right, so take these off. Take all of these things off. And another one here. And another one here. Well, they decided to, Might as well go into the cities and cause some problems if they can. It's not going to hurt anything. All right, so Masher White Wing is going to be the upcoming event, and the new one coming up is Light at the End of the Tunnel. It's ARVN, then NVA, then Vietcong, then United States. Coming up next after this one, which is, okay, so ARVN stays eligible. These guys go over. These guys come back. Just like that. So it's up to those guys. So first up, Vietcong. VC or NVA free march guerrillas to any 3 spaces. Then free ambush in each of these spaces, even if they are active. Well, we are going to go ahead and call this an episode. We've been going for a little while. We got, how many cards we got in? Pretty good. 1, 2, 3. We got 4. We're on our 5th card here. That's not... I like to say it's a little bit better, but this game never goes fast. So this way I get a chance to think about what everyone's going to do. Vietcong, I'm sure, is probably going to activate this. So they're going to get free marches. So even if they march, right? Normally if they march, they might flip up and then they can't assault. But because of this card, they get a free ambush even if they are active. So, yeah, they're probably going to take the event, and then that leaves the U.S. to do their operations and stuff. And this way it'll give me a chance to figure out what everyone's doing so we can do real quick next time we start. So, X-Peace X, Pastor of Muffets, Peter. Thank you all for coming out. Again, if you guys enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Leave a comment. If this gets a really good response, we'll continue playing it. If it doesn't get very good response, then, you know, we won't have to continue playing it. So, if you guys enjoy it, let me know. And we'll see everyone next time. Have a good night, guys. Until then, always a brain burn. Still awesome. Yeah, it is a brain burner for sure. So thanks for coming by, guys. We'll see everyone next time.